I want to kick it off with GE, in part because it raises questions for me about a huge integrated model, which is what we saw, say, with Exxon years ago. They had calls to break up. They didn't, and that actually helped them. So are these warnings a good thing for GE if they have to change their entire business? No.
Well, it seems pretty clear from this series of events over the past few months that they have to change something, and they have to change it pretty dramatically. You know, they have lost the confidence of investors, clearly, if you look at the way the stock has performed versus the Dow. And they have also lost the confidence, this is what was so fascinating about this particular story, of the analysts who know the company presumably better than anyone outside the company. And so JPMorgan's Steve Tusa said management's earning guidance is, quote, not a credible number. I mean, that's kind of amazing.
The credibility part, yeah.
Right, the credibility part. So you could say, well, I don't believe this model, or I'm not sure, but the idea that they're calling in to question the credibility, and this of course follows on, the accounting probe, having to restate several times, the CEO changeover, and candidly, it doesn't help that earlier this week or late last week, the pay numbers came out, and you see, and they said, no, executives aren't getting bonuses. But Jeff Immelt, who presumably a lot of this rests at his doorstep, got paid $8.1 million last year.
Yeah, so Jason, you and Alix illustrate the two questions here. One of them is a fundamental question, is this consolidation just not working? Are there other companies like that? The other one that you're pointing at is, does management know what's going on? I mean, that's what's really troubling. Either they know what's going on and they're not telling us, or they don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure which is the better answer of those two.
Neither one is great, as you point out. And this really has been the continuing story. Candidly, this is why we keep coming back to this story in this segment and on Bloomberg television and in Bloomberg in general, because it is this sort of drip, drip, drip. John Flannery, who took the CEO post last year, you keep thinking that this is going to be the last thing, and then it's not the last thing, and that's where you get to this credibility question for sure, because people are waiting. They feel like there's a closet full of shoes waiting to drop.